Hi guys, Josh here. Welcome to FramesPerSecond. Today we are shooting some Kodak Vision 250D on the TexPan. Yes, we brought the TexPan back. We're going to shoot some panoramas. And so, yeah, we're just going to have some fun with that. It's been interesting kind of playing around with the Fuji W690 with 35mm film in it. So it's a bit wider than the X-Pan, but you only get 16 shots, sometimes 15 if you don't do it properly. But yeah, we're gonna see what's around. Hopefully I'll get some cool shots and hopefully you'll enjoy them. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so we're back with TexPan, and this is with Vision 3 film again. This time it's the 250D, which isn't a film that Cinestill does because they think it's a bit too similar to Portra. But I thought we'll try the 250D, which is supplied by B2 Lab or B2 Scan. The link will be in the description if you want to do Vision film in ECN2 processing. Cinema film is made to be graded, and so it does have a significantly flatter profile and a less saturated one as well. And so it does give you a lot of room to play around, which is very useful if you like to edit your photos. I know some people don't, so if you do this, it will definitely be a lot flatter and less punchy than you want. But the good thing is, if you do like to edit, it gives you a lot of playing room. So you are able to keep a lot of detail in there and add a lot more to it as well. And that's because films were always color graded and adjusted in post, because sometimes shots wouldn't match, and so to make it so that they would, you would play with the contrast, you would play with the color a bit, and you would do it in like tiny increments just to make sure things matched and it looked good. And that's what this film was originally for. And I was able to get some really nice stuff out of it, and it did give me a lot more play. And part of that might be because these are TIFFs as well. Yeah, I definitely found that there was a lot more you can add to it without making it look too overdone. But being Kodak film, it does favor yellows and more earthy colors rather than say the greens or the blues, which just don't pop out as much. But overall, I thought it was a good experience. It is something I'm kind of keen to try again, along with the aspect ratio as well. Like this shot in particular, it just pops so much more. The blue looks really nice, the greens look nice once you play with it. Now, one thing I will say about the TexPan is it is hard figuring out your framing, and even though I did kind of put some tape in front of my rangefinder to give me some guidelines, it was a little bit off at times as well. Unfortunately, it did get dark rather quick, and so I did kind of just shoot these last few shots at night on a way to like this light panel that's at Gallery of Modern Art in Brisbane. But the weird thing was, the lab that I got these done at, they can only scan X-Pan size, they can't scan bigger than that. So there were a few times where the crop was a bit off, and the TexPan should be a little bit longer than the X-Pan, just because 6x9 is a bigger format. And also with some of these last few shots, the scans were a bit off in framing as well, because they couldn't tell where the frame ended and began. And so these are two different shots that, yeah, I mean, I need to get scanned again just so that I have that full frame properly here as well. But that is how much wider a TexPan is from an X-Pan, and it is quite a bit wider. And I will say it does look more cinematic in a way, even though the X-Pan itself is quite cinematic. But yeah, overall I just thought, yeah, it's a great film, and the ECN processing does make it more of a canvas to be edited, while if you do it in C41, it will be kind of similar, but it will also have a bit more contrast and a bit more of a color shift to it, while here it's a bit more flat and a bit more neutral because it is more of a base to expand upon. If you really want to know more about the TexPan and getting film done in ECN2, go back to the previous video with the 500T, because I definitely do go into it more in depth there. But this video is much more of a shorter one, mostly also because I just don't think these images were that interesting. But let me know if you think any different. There maybe are a handful of shots that I do kind of like, mostly because of the lighting really. thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Please let me know your thoughts on the images, the TexPan, the 250D, and the comments below. Feel free to like and subscribe to this, post notifications so you know when there's a new episode. Anyway, I'm Josh. This has been Frames per Second. Just get out there.